Hey guys, today I've got an update about a really cool app, and it has to do with maintenance and record keeping and all that kind of stuff for your bike. Now obviously I just got done basically revamping this. A lot of this is back to 0 mile status. Did some repairs, did a lot of routine maintenance, a lot of upgraded parts and that kind of stuff. So I want to be able to keep track of everything, not just for maintenance records like oil changes, but for the next owner, so they know, hey, here's some documentation about what was done at what mileage on what date, etc. Because some things, you know, you have to keep track of, like brake fluid changes. You have to do that every so often. That's an age thing. Oil changes, that can be mileage or age thing. Rear drive oil, that's a mileage thing. Bearings, well, you know, usually it's when they need it, but there are some bikes that call for changing bearings out at certain mileage points. So it's really good to have an easy way to keep track of it all. And if you saw my earlier video on an app called Gearhead, that's what I've been using since I got the FJR. Because, you know, it's a lot easier to use a really nice phone app for the maintenance kind of stuff than to putz around with a spreadsheet or writing things down in a book. And, you know, I like having it on my phone. It's just quick, easy, a lot nicer to look things up. So the only thing missing really from the app all this time has been the ability to export the data. For example, when you sell the bike, you know, I'm going to sell my bikes at some point, and I want to be able to give the owner a big record sheet of, hey, here's every oil change I did, here's, you know, me checking tire pressures even, here's, you know, every new part that went on it, here's any kind of repair, how much it costs, the date, etc. And Gearhead would let me do that, but just recently I emailed the developer and I said, hey, you know, your app would be awesome. It would be absolutely perfect if we could export. So he listened to me and he put out a new version, and it's awesome now. So now all you have to do is, it's free, download Gearhead. Now if you're on an iPad, for some reason you have to go up in the upper corner here and select iPhone only, or it doesn't show up. Kind of threw me there. I thought, you know, maybe it wasn't for the iPad, but it is. So you just open it up, and I haven't done anything on my iPad with it, so I don't have any vehicles in here, but it's super easy. I mean, it's super fast and easy to actually put data in here. You can customize it. It comes with you know, a bunch of stuff built in, like suggested things like oil changes, but you can put in timed stuff. You can do it by mileage or date. You can put in any repairs at any point. You can keep track of fuel mileage. You can put in all of your fuel purchases and your mileage and everything and keep track of all that if you want to. I don't really care about that. It is what it is. I'm going to have fun. I don't care how much gas I'm going through. But, you know, it's all in there. And it tracks multiple vehicles. You can add as many as you want. I've got both of our Kias, and I'm tracking, you know, brake jobs and oil changes and tires and all that kind of stuff, and rotation schedules, and I got the bikes in there. And, you know, it's a really, really cool app, so I definitely suggest looking into that. But I just want to give you an update. So here you can see I haven't named it yet, so it's called new vehicle, but you can add in services. Here's the default ones that comes in, and any non-regular schedule stuff you can put in under repairs and mods. And, you know, if you put on custom equipment, you can also put that in there with receipts and dates and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a really, really cool app. You know, it works, it's slick, definitely recommend it. Check it out, it's called Gearhead. I believe it's iOS only. Could be wrong on that, maybe that's been updated, but it's definitely on iPhone, which I'm filming with, and iPad, which I just installed it on. So check it out. Just want to give you some info and help you out, guys. See you later.